Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we're in the Center for Puppetry Arts in Atlanta, Georgia. So come on, let's go check it out.
Today we are in the Center for Puppetry Arts. So please join me as we look at some cool puppets that are definitely cool and retro. Let's go. Here we have Rigel from Farscape, my friend the Fizdig from Dark Crystal, and Augur, also from Dark Crystal. And here's all the little sketches that people have done of their favorite Muppets. Pretty cute, pretty cool. And we have Wembley in here, who has a lot of money for some reason. There's the man himself, Jim Henson. Yeah, we're gonna go. And the original Muppet Show was Sam and Friends. They didn't have bananas back then. History about how the Muppets came to be. You got Omar there, performed, of course, by Jim Henson on Sam and Friends. Handsome fellow, looks like me. This is where the magic happened, approximately. And again, we are in Atlanta, Georgia. If you ever get the chance to come here, I do recommend it. It's pretty darn cool. Crazy Jim Henson stuff. Got a little bit of glare going on, but I'm going to show off Old Lady Possum, which was featured in originally in Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas in 1977. I remember it well. And here we have Dog in The Storyteller, which you might remember some of those featured maybe at the beginning of some movies or at the end. Very cute little guy. I would love to have him for a doggy. All the cool stuff to control Dog with. And of course, some of the puppets are, when you see them in person, they have little elements to them, like maybe a little bit of sparkle thrown in or something to make their fur, show up better on film. There's a nice little bust of Pilot from Farscape. Hopefully they have the full puppet here. I doubt it, but how cool would that be? And here's a sewing machine where they probably made a lot of the puppets here. Maybe they made it to make good old Featherstone here. Kind of a bougie old character on the old Muppet Show. Looks very cool, and he's actually a pretty big guy in person. There we have some different kinds of fur and materials that you would use to make Muppets. Pretty cool. And here's the classic odd couple of odd couples, Bert and Ernie. And again, it's always amazing to see these guys in person because their skin, for lack of a better word, has kind of a weird texture. I mean, not weird, but very beautiful texture to it. So it shows up on the film very brightly and with a lot of detail. I don't think I ever noticed what kind of shoes Bert wore before. It's very interesting. And, I think I have these same shoes at home. Already, with his bottle caps. Or he's giving Bert a bottle cap. I'm not sure. And we have the best sax player in the Muppet universe, Hoots. And he's always hooting around. Some of the boys over here, Rover and Elmo especially, showing you some numbers. And if you ever want to see a character that'll make you tear up quicker than I don't know what, good old Big Bird. Oh, Bird. And And here's kind of a typical setup of a studio would look like while you're filming the Muppet Show. See, there's a Muppet right there. See, oh, she's walking away. Go back there. Go back. Go back. Yeah. But I don't know if you can see that as a puppet, or we'll just look in person. That's what it looks like. Hey there, puppet. What's your name? Huh?
Hey, sure is a beautiful day. Can't wait to go home and turn on throwbacks and watch Big Brad up the DJ. Yeah, it makes me want to go throw my bat. Let's go. All right.
And here we have some of the saddest looking Muppets who I would, I want to take him home. Look at this cutie and this doggy. Oh. And here is the man himself, the frog himself, Kermit the Frog, directing from his directing chair, looking suave. It's a hard day because it ain't easy being green. Oh, I won't be able to capture all this, but this is a beautiful portrait of Jim and the gang on the stage of the Muppet Show. Very awesome. Oh, and here is the actual boat from Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. How cool is that? I didn't think it was so little. Like, it's a little boat. There's Old Badger and William Possum. Some of the old farts in the Ottertown or whatever. There's the boat in the show. There's them kind of, it's probably like old Ma Otter's head there. And one of my favorite characters of all time, Sprocket the dog. Oh, he is so cute, and he is perfectly dog-sized. I should have done a HasLab of this guy. I would have bought it. He is something else. And he is, of course, from Fraggle Rock. His human character, Doc, is not here, but we get to see Sprocket. Thanks for joining us, Sprocket. Over here's some more kind of minor characters from Fraggle Rock. Some bugs and stuff. There's supposed to be some doozers over here, but I don't see them. Maybe some of their equipment is here. And real quick, we're gonna go over here and see some of the Fraggles. There's some of the Gorgs, and you remember Fraggle Rock, you get it. There's the Mom and Mavis the Mirror, the creepy thing that I forget was an actual puppet. And of course, my boy Wembley. Oh gosh. And my best friend, Gobo. This is Gobo number 1, apparently. So this is the first version of Gobo. He's had a few different looks over the years, but it's really something seeing these guys in person. It's very special to me. See their little ping pong eyeballs and their little feathery hair and their little shiny, glistening Muppet skin. And I don't see a single banana on Wembley's shirt, if you're wondering. Gobo looks like he has kind of a crop top. He's got a bottle cap on his head for some reason. Somebody dropped that in there, and maybe that was part of his costume. I don't remember. So cool seeing some Fraggles. And we also have some characters from the Dark Crystal, the most beloved early sci-fi, not really sci-fi, I guess mythical kind of puppet movies. This is Iraq, the scribe. He's one of the mystics. He is incredible. The detail on this guy is so crazy. You know, you can tell he's an old fella. There's this thing there. I mean, look, even his fingernails, how cool is that? I mean, the love and care that they put into all of these things is incredible. Look at his tail, my goodness. So cool. I recently saw one of these somewhere. I can't, like in an airport or somewhere. I can't remember. This is the real deal right here. And he's a big fella. He's at least big as I am, bigger than I am. Oh, and we're getting into some crazy stuff. We're about to enter the labyrinth. About to see some cozy goblins. They are cool to see in person. I love these guys. Yeah, one of the most famous heroes of the labyrinth world, Sir Didymus. And he's sitting on his saddle, which of course he rode his doggy steed into battle. He's so little and just this petite little doggy. His feet are in the stirrups where he rode on top of Ambrosia. And he's got a patch over one eye. Poor guy. Look at that eye. His little teeth. He needs to brush his teeth. This guy, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, Sir Didymus. And we have a goblin over here. It's really cool, the detail to see up close. You know, you watch the movie and you only see these guys for maybe a second, you know, at the most. And, like, I never noticed he has like a face like on his armor right there. Goblin puppet. And one of the doors. Holy cow. I didn't realize these doors were so big. It's a big door. With the knockers. I wish I could knock on it. But, or, you know, I'd be like, you know, get on there. But, and here's a painting of the labyrinth. I don't know if this was used in the movie. Probably not. They probably had a more detailed one, but I love that it's based on this. And here's another goblin. And then, oh, we worm up, just a wham. Come on inside, beat the missus, have some tea. Tiny, tiny, tiny puppet. I mean, it's tiny, I don't know. It's like just maybe a couple inches. And then you have another goblin, scary, scary. And one very cool thing that I didn't expect to see anything like this in here. There's some props. These are the actual crystal balls used by Jareth, David Bowie. He didn't actually juggle these himself. He had like a guy standing behind him with these, you know, like kind of put his arms through his arms. This whole weird thing that probably took him 100 times to get right. But how cool is that? And while we're here, we have to go pay a visit to Salem the cat. It's a character from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, a show back in the 90s. It's pretty funny. Salem was their talking cat, who was basically a warlock who was turned into a cat as punishment for God knows what, I don't remember, but he was a funny, funny character. I wish I could capture on film how cute he is. He is a cute little fella. So much personality in his face. They really did a good job on this guy. All this crazy stuff to make him work. If I can get a good shot of that, you can pause that, read that. And here's some of his little outfits. Little explorer, little sea captain, fire chief. How cute is that? Salem the cat. There's another puppet of note. Lamb Chop. Who, if you're my age, you might remember seeing on the TV when you were a kid. Probably one of the most famous sock puppets of all time, formed by the talented Sherry Lewis. And Lamb Chop's Play Along. Uh-oh. We got a Slimer. Who are you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters, because we want Slimer to stay in here. I don't want him to go anywhere. He's gonna eat that guy's arm. Oh no. Look at this this guy. How crazy is that? That's so awesome. And he's big too. He's I love it. Slimer. Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he? It's like the nameless ghouls are back there making stuff happen. Those are supposed to make the... Oh, there we go. Make it, look, I make it and do that. Cool. What do you think of this guy?
He was a kid who used to scare me.
This guy?
Yes.
Oh, he's scary. You'll never see a more perfectly gripped pair of bones. Oh no, which way? I love this little diorama they have here. I don't know if this was actually in the film, but holy cow. This is the whole labyrinth. Little setup where the dark, not labyrinth, I'm sorry, dark crystal setup was, where the dark crystal is right there. Look at that. This is a tiny little set. Again, with so much detail. Tale of the Dark Crystal. And here we have Jen over here, the hero from the Dark Crystal. Pretty cool. Such a neat little fella.
Brian pulled from all kinds of sources, both from the creatures themselves, which we browse books of reptiles and snakes and fish. The skexes came from all of those sources.
Fazoo number 3. I'm looking at this guy. I kind of wonder, like, is this maybe, you know, like Gobo's great grandpa? He kind of has that Gobo hair look going on. Hey, what's going on over there? You guys are going crazy. Holy cow. Oh, jeez. Oh, I got, See a little monitor there behind the scenes of the Puppeteer song. So you filming it. And here's how the Muppets entered the stage. Like a fake doorway. They come in here. It's great. Tells them where to stand. Big Bird is a big bird. He is large.
Probably most of you as Cookie Monster. To his very close friends, he's known as Cookie. But you don't want to get that intimate with Mr. Rabbit.
And would our mystery guest chatter and follow in, please?
And if you can open these drawers here, and you see all the little hands and eyeballs and noses you can choose for puppets when you're putting them together. and other appendages, apparently. Eyeballs, so expressive. Maybe some ears and even some eyewear, because of course, not every Muppet has good vision, of course. Maybe some piggy ears there, I don't know, but it's very cool that I walked right by this, I didn't even realize. Well, maybe it's just these two. Yeah.
And there's a couple more.
Let's check the other side. Of course, here's just an odds and ends of what you would use when putting together a Muppet. Pretty interesting. I like that they put it in this rolly thing. And we've got 2 more drawers to look in. Oh, here's your basic kind of sewing gear. Very cool. And more Muppet parts. Some more ears and a butt maybe. Some hair. Like stuff to make the eyes stick on. Very cool. And this was all stuff you could, pretty much get back in the day. And then you just kind of doctor it up. Make it look like a hand or an ear or whatever, and you're good to go.
Swedish chef too.
Muppet body parts, stuff to give them some shape. Very cool to see. Over here, maybe some big hands and stuff. It's part of a fish. Very cool.
On the wall, they're family. And that means they shouldn't be buying anything but SK quality products, right?
So that was the
All right, let's do a good job now.
Show. I was an actress. I had just come to New York. I met with Sesame Street.
And there's my girl. There's Peggy. Ooh-wee.
Ouch. I bet you guys missed my pizza.
And the fantastic Gonzo the Great, performed by the talented Dave Goals. Wearing his super cool robe and pants like I would wear. Mr. the Guru. Alice Potter. Very cool. Oh my gosh. It's the snowmobile. With the snake dude. Howard the Snake. How cool is that? But he's singing Cold Slither. I want to just thank you guys so much for following us along. That about does it for today. So hit like, subscribe, and until next time, we will see ya.